Hello everyone, this is Sonia with Stamping Round the Dining Room Table. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. If you do not have a demonstrator of your own, I would be happy to be yours. You can go to my webpage, stamparoundthetable.stampinup.net, where you can see more about me. You can see our products, you can place an order, you could sign up to be a member of my team, or you could also have a workshop, to sign up for a workshop. Okay, before I get started, I just wanted to mention, starting this month, Fitting Florets is a collection that is available. Now, every year around this time, they do bring out a collection, and this has a bundle, stamps and dies. These will be in the mini catalog that goes from January to June, okay? Other things that you can get now, which is as supplies last, but the latest date, if it didn't sell out before then, would be January 4th. You can also get this other stamp set, which has some Christmas sentiments. You can get the gold adhesive-backed swirls, and you can get the DSP. I will be showing you this in more detail, hopefully next week. That's kind of my plan. Okay, so I hope everyone's doing well today. This week, my first plan didn't work, so I decided I wanted to do something a little bit whimsical. So I just say I've got some ink here. Let me just see if I can wipe this off. And I've been having a rough time this week. Ink's getting all over every place I don't want it to be. Okay. All right, there we go. Now, and I decided to do the North Pole Mischief and the Trees for Sale. Okay, these are both in our mini catalog. And today I'm also I think I'm also going to be using some of the stamps from the Christmas Scotty, or maybe the Snowman Magic. Just kind of see how I feel when I actually decide to look at what I want to add for my my sentiments. So, Trees for Sale is in the mini catalog, as I mentioned, but when we had the celebration, which was July to August, September, July and August, I think it was, they also had this die set available. Okay, I'm going to do a couple things with the dies so you can't get them right now, but somebody watching may have them. All right, these do not have any dies with it. All right, so yesterday on my Facebook Live, I did some cards. This is from the North Pole Mischief. Okay, I did this one before I went live, and this one I did. They're really the same card, just different. I chose a different stamps on these and some different DSP. Then with the Trees for Sale, I did this before we came on and this live. All right, now on here I did use some embossing folders, and I just want to make sure I'm telling you the right names. Where did I put the things here? Of course, they're not. They fell on the floor, I think. Anyway, all right, where's my? And I don't have the mini catalog. Oh, here it is. Maybe they're right here. Yes. Okay, so this one I didn't use yesterday other than to show it. This is Whimsical Woodland, and of course I'm not finding the other one. And then this is in the mini catalog near the Trees for Sale, and I'm so glad that I thought it was all organized. Oh wait, they're over here. I can reach them. Yep. And then these were where they show the Santa Express, and it's called Charming Landscapes, and it's got like a village and the mountains. Now what I did on to make these is I took the ink pad and rubbed it over the inside of the, where is it? Well, here's a little one. I basically rubbed it on here, put the paper in and ran it through, and that's how I got this, okay? All right, then, that's how I did this one also. This, I just ran it through without, and then I took the blending brush and added a little bit of Balmy Blue there. And this down here, I stamped, I put it up high enough so that this was not, I just put it in, oh, it's this one. So I just put it in, let me get this right, like that. And then this down here didn't have any of the embossing on it, so I could just stamp directly on that. Okay, this one I stamped 2 different pieces of paper. I did the embossing, I stamped on this, and then I layered them. And you see I also stamped on that one. Okay, so depends on where, you know, the embossing is, whether you can actually stamp on it like I did or not. And I just, oh, here it is. And here is the other one, the Whimsical Trees. All right, so getting ready for today, I did 2 cards. And one, I'll show you this. This one I'm gonna do some more with the embossing here in a little bit, but I'll just show you. I embossed actually a whole sheet of paper. I could have just, or a whole, you know, card front. I could have just even done part of it, but I did the whole thing, and then I, using my blending brush, I put some green on it. The green that was on there was a little bit different green than this, so I did that, and it was just too yellowy, so then I also put a little bit of the Shaded Spruce over it. So it is a little different color, but it's fine. Okay. Then I wanted to do something a little different with this. So the stamps, I'll show you right here, the stamps, see this one has the dog and he like tied the cat up there. This is the cat with the fish. Well, I wanted the dog and this cat together. I'm going to show you how I did that. Okay, well, I probably should add a little bit under him so it doesn't look like he's floating, but anyway. So this is what I did. I took some Scotch tape. I want to make sure, because there's whiskers here of the cat that's tied up. I wanted to cover that. And I want to make sure I cover the edge of the box. I want as much of the ribbon as I can, but I don't want the box. Okay, and then I just inked up the dog and part of the ribbon. Yeah, part of the ribbon. And I may have, and then you take the tape off, and I might not have, where's this? You remove the Scotch tape. Yay, it's not too bad. I don't want it to stick to me, of course. I'm just going to be a little careful because I see there's just a little bit of black right there that I don't want. But I got it where I wanted it. And where's I have a piece of white over here that I cut to the size I want for this. This guy's going to go. Make sure I've just got, yeah. So he's going to be right about there. Okay. Yay, that one was better than last time. And now this one, because I want just the cat, I don't want the, and hopefully I'm staying in, I'm a little closer than sometimes, but I'm trying hard to keep in the frame so you can see it. So I want to cover at least this side of the fish and fishbowl. But I want to be able to get his whiskers. Looks like I did. And hopefully, yay, it is what I wanted. Okay, let me cover this up before I make a bigger mess. Now this guy, I'm going to put this kitty right there. The other thing you could do is you could carefully cut between them, but it in this case it would be a little more difficult, especially here, because they're so close. Okay, sometimes they're whatever you want is far enough apart so you can cut them apart, because if you do it correctly, you can just then set them back, butt them right up next to each other on the block when you want them back together. Okay. All right, leave that for now. It's good enough. Get my... Okay. Somebody for my fingers. There. So I'm going to move these guys out of the way. Okay. Got a little dot, extra dot there, but that's okay. For this one, I decided I wanted to use this paper from the Santa Express. It's there on the back, but I really like these packages. And there's some Evening Evergreen in there, so I decided to use an Evening Evergreen card base. And today I'm just using my tape runner. You could use tape runner, you could use liquid glue, whatever your favorite adhesive for this is, that's what you're going to use. Okay, and then I just want a little, so the card bases, these are A2 card bases, so the card bases are 8.5 by 5.5, so it's 8.5 wide, scored at 4 1/4 and 5.5 long. And when you score it, you fold it on there, and then it can either open this way or it can open this way. Depends, you know, and because this was longer, it would have fit, but it would take up most of it, and I wanted to be able to see a little more of the paper, so I did it this way. But I also wanted a little bit more, I wanted to put it on some of the Evening Evergreen to give it just a little bit of a difference between the two. Oh, and when I did this yesterday, I let's see here what I want to use. I used colored pencils. Today, get one of my, here we go. Part of why I'm putting this underneath is that these go through. And I wanted to show you here with the, I'm using my light, I think it's light. Yeah, gray granite light, yes. So today's this is gonna be a gray kitty. And with the thinner one, I'm just kind of going around the edge. And if you wanted, you could, sometimes I do like the darker one, like to outline and then go back over with the, today I'm just using the light. And then I kind of outline it with the thinner one because there's pretty good sized areas here, and then go back with the bit fatter end. The other way you could do this, because this would not be too difficult to fussy cut, is that you could also fussy cut them, you know, stamp them and then fussy cut them. Okay. All right, and then I've got the light Flirty Flamingo for inside his ears. Okay, for the dog, I wanna, I decided I want this part of his ear that you can see the underside, because I want the ears black. But, and I'll just show you here, here's the light, that's what they call light black. And here's the dark black. See, it's just a little darker. Whoa. So I'm going to just do the light black here. Hopefully my head's not right in your way to see that. Oh, it is a little bit. Sorry. There. But then what I also did on this was I took the light and I just went over, so you could even do this before you do the light, just went over where it had been stamped darker, just so that there's a little bit of definition. So hopefully then when people see it, they'll know his ears are like, you know, leaning forward. And then, let's see, for his collar, I wanted blue. Let me get a blue here. And I'm going to do, whoop, I'm at the thinner end, dark balmy blue here. And I'm going to just use one yellow, dark yellow for his little tag. And I want, get the red here. Maybe. This is it. And this ribbon that he's holding, I'm going to make that red. Now, this is very thin. You want to be a little careful right there to get that real thin part there and not go over. Then this cat has this like bow and some little, I'm going to make these red also. And I think I want, is this it? Oh, that looks, I'm going to do light. I want the light shade. I just realized it's kind of like I brought the mint. I didn't bring a mint over, did I? What's this now? I'll just do this. The lighter of the, but I could have done the mint macaron. I believe we have mint. But there, that's good. Okay, and then as I mentioned before, if you want a little bit of shadow under them so they don't look like they're floating. Wait. Let's get the color I want here. Okay, that one. What do I have here? I do have some dark smoky slate. And I just kind of, it doesn't have to be anything perfect. It's just a shadow underneath them so that kind of looks like they're not like floating in the air. And now this I'm going to put on the Evening Evergreen. I'll try and have that, well, it's not exactly, here, let me see. Maybe didn't measure this quite as well as I could. Is it crooked? Anyway, good enough. It's not perfect, but hey. And then I like to pop this up. So we'll get to my, somewhere here. Here we go. And it's big enough. I'm going to do one in each corner and one in the center. Maybe. And get a hold of them there. Okay. Come on. There. Put this right about there, I think. Was it straight? I mean, I had that a little crooked. Oh, wow. Good enough. And then I think I'm going to use, I think I'm going to do the one from the Scotty, if I can find it here. That says, right here, may your day be merry and bright. Let me try that in. Oh, I don't know that I have the right red here. Poppy Parade, and that's, let me stamp it down here and see how does it look. Yeah, it'll be all right. Real red probably would have been a little better, but it'll be all right. Open, where's my, put it on here. Okay, try this again. Because when it's clear, it's good to you have some something under it that it can kind of sink into. Just a lot of times it'll give you a better impression. Okay. May your days be furry and bright. Now, I'm not always the best at cutting straight when it's just scissors, but oops, that's good enough. And does this fit on? No, it's too big for that. Oh, this one I'm probably gonna have to trim it down a little. Get my trimmer here. I do a smaller one, but I don't use it often enough, and I need to start using it more so I can use it here. Oops, and it takes just a smidge more off there. Oop, it still isn't quite right. And whenever I do it when I'm on camera especially, it seems like I never get it quite right. So, all right. Now for this one, I do want it kind of like over that. So I'm going to put just a little bit of this on the top. And then I'm going to put some dimensionals on the bottom. And I'm going to use, because that's popped up. So I'm going to take just one of the edges. Let's select just one of the edges. What is this? Why is that? Oh, the back side stuck to it there. I like the edge of it because it's still good. Just like that. Put that there. And let me see here. These may feel a little too orangey, but it's close to that. Let me just, where's my, right here. Let me see. Do I like this? Actually, this. See if do I like these with it? Put that right there with that dot. Actually, I think that it's going to be fine. There. So there's that. Then I'll put a piece of white on the inside for the inside. See, on this one I did use the paw print from yes. They give you a little paw print. I don't have a white ready to, I don't think. Maybe I do. Yeah, this will work. So I'm not sure what I want to say on the inside, which many of you watch me, so you know I a lot of times wait until I know who I'm giving it to before I do that. But where's the paw print? And I'll just kind of show you. I just did kind of like, whoops. Well, I did it a little too there. And you can, maybe I'll do a few. Kitties like to walk all over everything. Okay, and what I did before, because on my other one, the same thing happened, and then I just took the dark basic black, and I just kind of filled in like this. So you could also do it with your Stampin' Right marker if you want. There, just so it looks there. Okay, let me cover this up. Clean this off. Okay, And put this right there. So there we go. May your days be furry and bright. Okay, so here was the first one. This one also said that Mary, Mary, may your days be furry and bright. And then this is the same. This is actually the same. It's just, and this is a little bit bigger than this piece. It did fit on, just fit on that little one. Okay. All right. So because I did some stuff ahead of time getting ready for this, because I just didn't want to, I know sometimes they can be long-winded, and it's later in the day than I want it to be, so I just wanted to get this done for you. So I'm not getting out my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, but I wanted to show you. I'm not sure how well this may show up on camera. One of the things that's a trick with these to get them so that they, because this one I showed you, I put the I just put the ink on the inside, and it's this one you might be able to see better. That one's deeper than this, and how you get it to do that is you spritz your paper with a little bit of water before you put it through, or it could be alcohol too, something just to get it wet. It helps, and it breaks the fibers just enough so that, or softens them just enough so that that's much deeper than this one. This one, because you've got the color on it, you can see a little better. Okay, and then I'll just show you. So you can leave it just like that if you want, or you can, with the, let me just see here, I'm using Shaded Spruce with this, so I'm going to put it just a little, or you can take these and just like this. Okay, now I wasn't really thinking, I wanted it on here, and this is the same size as the front of the card, but I might trim it down a little. And then I also was thinking, because I did use the dies, and I cut out, they have this little, trailer, and I put some yellow on the back so it looks like lights from inside. I tried with the Stampin' Blend, and it didn't do as well, so I used my Sharpie to color the tire and the doorknob black. Okay, and then they do have, I'm going to put a little bit, where did I put here? I'm going to just put, you could use, I didn't do it, but you could use some of the adhesive sheets on the back of this. I'm going to put that right over that window like that. So that was one of the dies in there, and here's another one for a bow. Oh, great. There. So stick to my finger there. Good enough. There. So to jazz it up a little. The other thing is they've got another die. And when you, I'll just show you in case you do have the dies, because it's a little confusing. The die, here's the die for the trailer. Okay. Then there's this one. And it's like, what? It doesn't really fit. Well, it's because this comes, when you cut it, it becomes two pieces like this. So you could have a two-toned camper. So I'll put this on too. Where's my, grab my, yep, whatever this thing is, the silicone mat, because if I get any if I get any glue on there, it'll rub off easily later. It doesn't stick to it. And it also protects my work surface. And hopefully, I just realized I keep forgetting to pay attention to where I'm at to hopefully you can see. So there's the top part. Here's the bottom. I could have had there. There we go. Just like that. And now I've got a little, there's a little messy there. I got it over some of the silver there. It says it's still wet, so I should be able to get it off pretty much. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to set that aside for a moment. So what my plan had been, and I may cut that paper down here in a moment, but put this back over there, was, let me get another piece of white here. Come on, I know I've got, I may have to trim something down. Okay. So, let me see. I'm going to have it be a little, I only want it 4 inches, not 4 1/4. I'll get my other one. 4 inches. So this I'm going to make 4 inches wide also. But wait, before I do that, let me think how long I want this to be. So it's 4 inches. So I'm going to have this. Okay, so that's, I'm just going to make it 2 inches. 4 by 2 is what I'm going to do. So since it's 2 inches and this is 5 1/2, I'm going to cut it down to 3 3/4. And hopefully I did that correctly. And by 4. So, and this will just overlap a little bit. Okay. So this, I'm going to put that down there. One of the things when you emboss, you might find that it sticks better if you use the glue rather than the tape runner, just because it's got, you know, all the bumps from the embossing. See, and then this will just overlap a little bit like that. Okay, so on here I'm going to have this here, but before I put that down, what I wanted to do was, where's my, I want right here. Now let me just think here. This is here. If I have the lights, well, maybe I should have had that be a little bit bigger, longer. Oh no, I think that'll just fit. We'll try it anyway and see if I can just get fitted along the top. Whoa. Here's my, so I got it on the edge here. My goodness. I'm going to put this way at the top like that. Now, at least on the one side, I have this. Oh, I put my finger, oh, it was on that side, darn it. Well, all right, this the same? It's 4. It's a little bit bigger, but I can trim it down. See if I can do this right this time without making a mess. It's pretty dark, so I didn't, sometimes you can just turn it over, but this time, when I should have probably had my thing under it. All right, there's that. Now, if this, it did it again. I forgot to, you know what? Forgot to make sure and wipe this other side off. Ugh. All right, it's okay. Which one's, all right, then I'm going back to this one. See, sometimes you do it on the back, but it's pretty dark. Maybe it will, though. Let me just try it again. Now, where's my, just to be sure I don't have any extra. Here's this. Okay. Now on this side, so I'm going to put it down here more and see if it's better. Oh, darn it. I didn't get the ball there. All right, I will. Then, now let me just see. So if this is here, yeah, I will put one on the other side too. I wasn't sure of the, okay, that one's good. Like that. All right. There's that. Now, I wanted some trees, which, oh, now I put the green there, but that's all right. The trees will be behind it a little bit. So even if it shows through, hopefully the tree will look like it's behind it. So I wanted to stamp that off, make it a little bit lighter. Yeah, that looks like it's behind it. Good. And then I'm going to do, now these are like 2, just make sure I get this, that's not the right one. Where is it? All right, now before I do that, let me finish doing these trees first. And this will be here, so that's going to be good enough. Maybe put this, that one I didn't stamp off, but that's okay. Now, here's this, and I'm having a hard time finding the ones I want here. They're all right here. Why am I not seeing them? Here's this one. It's not that one. That was the middle size. Wow. God bless you out there. Oh, here they are. They're hiding back here. Wait, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Well, I guess I have, maybe, oh, here it is. It fell off over there. Okay. And then, there's that. That. Oh, it may have been the, oh, I should have probably not done the one in back, huh? Right, let me just try this one again right here. Anyway, it'll be all right. Now, I'm going to put this guy right here. All right. This take me longer than I thought it was going to. There, just like that. Oh, and I do want to put a little color in these. Maybe. Oops, not paying attention. Okay, red. yellow. Oh, that one is not, must be dried out. Try this yellow. And green. Well, actually blue. Do I have? Well, it might not be quite the blue I would have wanted, but oh well, here we go. All right, that's good enough. And I was going to put the trees for sale, but you're not going to be able to see that. Wait, where is right here? And there is a, just so you know, there is a die for this, but I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to do this because it's not that difficult to fussy cut, and I don't want to get my machine out. Yeah. Come here. Right here, wait. Do this. And oh, that's a little too much white there. All right. And I'll put this here, and then it covers up that one tree anyway. All right. What's this right here? Giving me a hard time there. Put that here. Now, oh yeah. Put this here. This one I will just do this with. And okay, and then I'm going to say, I think I'm just going to say Christmas greetings on here, if I can find my, here we go, Christmas greetings. I'm going to put that on a piece of white. Will it fit on here? It's not quite big enough. Do this one. And I'm going to do it in, I think I'm going to do it in the green. I can try it. If I don't like it, I can always do it in red. Put enough here. There. Yeah, I don't know why, but the center there. Christmas greetings, or do I want it in red? Bring over my chamois. I might want a little extra color in there. I may not. So, let me see. Yeah. Oh. Well, this will at least help me to know if I... Oh. So I didn't put my thing under it, so it's all right. Do I like the red? Do I like the green? I think I like the green. I'm just going to do the green. All right. And I'm going to trim this down just a little bit. So because it's kind of long, oh, is that the one that's, this is the one that's a, I don't know which one looks a little better. Ah. I want it a little smaller, but let me just see here. Just a little more here. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. There's that. And then I might want, let's see what I got here. I want green behind it. So let me see. I'll have to trim it down, but let me just move this. I could do just this, but I do think I might want the more than one there. There certainly is. I might think I'm going to do that. I really, you notice I do this on quite a few of mine, but I just really like how that looks, having that extra little border around it. I just feel like a lot of times it just ties it in, especially because usually I use the color of the card base. Okay, so I'm just going to trim this one up and then we'll be done. Put this on my... that might be just a little much, but it's there. All right. I'm going to pop this one up too. So I'm going to put 3 on. And put this. Right. I'm putting it here because I got a little bit of a oopsie there. But I think I like that there anyway. So there's that. And use my Rhinestone Basic Jewels. And put one top of that tree that's in the background. This tree. And this tree maybe. Like that. Does that look, whoop? Doesn't want to stay. Actually, do I want it there or do I want it more like this? I might want it more like that. There, that's good enough. Leave it. So if I keep messing with it, I'm going to end up not looking so good. I'm going to move these out of the way. Try to clear the decks here, as it were. Whoop. So I can show you. Okay. So, whoa, I didn't realize I knocked my camera. Sorry about that. So for today, I had this one before we came on, and this one I made for you. This before I came on, and this one I made with you. Okay, let me do this. I just realized my camera moved a little. There, so we can see it just a little bit better. Hopefully there's those two and there's those two. Okay. Whew. So, all right. I want to thank everyone for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I also would appreciate it if you've not subscribed, if you would subscribe. And comments are always welcome. We just try to be kind to each other, right? So, all right. Thanks so much for watching. I'll be back on Friday on my Facebook page, Stamping Around the Dining Room Table with a Fun Fold, doing something with these stamp sets. Okay, so till we meet again, my friends, happy crafting. Bye-bye.